but it's not safe for us. You switched like a little bit. Damn, I mean, we could have been superstars and never be with driving cars. Now it's not safe for us. Switch like a little bit. Still got my yo metro, yo metro, yo metro. Ladies, death row. Ladies, classy ladies and gentlemen, I hope this is a good stream, man. I want everyone to I probably didn't make the most, you know, the most engaging thumbnail, but hopefully people join in. I need y'all. I need y'all to join in right now. I need y'all to join right now. Get in here, man. We gotta, man. You know what? Hopefully the mic's okay. Oh, let me check out my mic. I want to increase the gain a little bit. I don't know if I should turn the gain all the way down or like increase it, because I know sometimes it'd be picking up the those like mic moments where it like snaps. Man, get in here, dog. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a classy. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot to this. Not even a lot. This is actually this is this is actually hilarious. And you know what? Before I even hopped on stream, before I even like decided how I was gonna go about this stream, I'm actually going to keep it professional in some ways, because what is happening right now, I low key have to keep professional. I can't really even, and again, my objective or my purpose wouldn't even be to dog anybody out, because that's not the point. I'm not here to just say, see, I told you so, I was right, and that's it. No, I don't want to. I'm not trying to stop at the I was right. I'm trying to stop at the I'm trying to get to the let me help you fix this now. Like I've been telling you this for how long? If you go to somebody else, then I'll feel like weird. I'll feel like, all right. I've been bringing these things up about the liberty for how long now, with the intention and with the goal of maybe possibly helping the organization in the future, because I want to see them win, bro. I want to be a part of that process. Like I said, I always told y'all guys before, I love pulling strings, behind the scenes. I feel like the people, you know what I was thinking about the other day? Just a random thought. You know what I was thinking about the other day? Excuse me, how the people behind the scenes low key don't get enough credit. Just in general, but more so in sports. The people behind the scenes don't really get enough credit. I'm talking like the equipment managers, the people who set up the games, scoreboard operators, stats operators, all of them, they really don't get enough credit, because they're low key some of the most integral pieces of like sports in general, and then especially for a team as well, like the ones who keep everything seamless, keep everyone focused on basketball. Usually I don't really care who joins the live stream, but I want a lot of people to be in this live stream, just because this is really important. What I'm about to show you guys, and as you all can see from the title of the video, there what I've been saying on this channel for maybe at least 2 years now, and the crazy thing is I'm going to pull up the videos for you guys. Tasha Cloud, yes, the one and only, our Cloud 9, has literally want to say 24, 48 hours ago, somewhere within that time frame, I believe, just had an article posted by someone who writes for the New York Post, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to pull up the entire article to that, because her Twitter was kind of going crazy as well, and people were dropping comments on it. And it seemed like another Sandy supporter. I guess we're just gonna call them Sandy supporters from here on out. But Yeah, it looked a little. It looked a little. Why is this pulling up? It looked a little Sandy supportish on her Twitter. It looked a little Sandy supportish on her Twitter. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? A lot of people were getting on her, and not just getting on her, but getting on the people. It's damn near like a New York civil war going on because a lot of people are raging against the coaching staff and the players, and then there's some on the other side defending the coaching staff and the players. Not necessarily defending coaching staff and the players, but saying what one side is saying the problem isn't the problem. Excuse me. Bless me. Thank you. So I'm going to, what was it? New York Liberty. So I'm going to pull up this video that I did approximately 1 year ago. Give me a second. July 27, 2024. July 27, 2024. I'm going to leave this here. We're going to come back to this. If you all want the title of the video, if you want to go watch it now, the video is titled "The New York Liberty Defense is Weird." This is an damn, I sucked at editing back then. 18-minute video. I mean, I was doing the green screen with it. I don't know why I did that. Green screen is so much work, even though I have it. It's good sometimes, but it is so much work. So I'm going to keep that video up, and then I'm going to pull up the article that dropped, which kind of set all of this on fire, including what Natasha Cloud said about the New York Liberty that one Twitter user said was very telling, and I couldn't agree more. So let me open up Twitter real quick. Yes, let me open up Twitter. I want to show y'all what this person said on Twitter because it basically summed it up. I saw someone said, "Stop making excuses for Sandy." And holy hell, that's probably what this live stream should have been titled. Stop making excuses for Sandy. That is my entire gripe with certain New York Liberty fans or so-called fans. You all keep, I don't know what it is, but I think I'm zeroing in on the reason now. I think a lot of people, from the vibe I'm getting from these comments, a lot of people just don't want the teams doing badly fire the coach. Like, they don't want that. And I can understand that. I can actually understand that. They don't want the people going, "Oh, the team is sucking right now. We have injuries and whatnot. Fire the coach. It's all her fault." They don't want the coach being scapegoated. I can understand that because in a lot of situations, teams will scapegoat the coach, and then they'll want the coach to get fired, knowing that the coach ain't even really the problem. You feel me? So I can understand people not wanting everyone to just go after the coach. However, in this situation, in this case, everybody is completely valid if they go after the coach and coaching staff. I have YouTube shorts some of y'all have seen before, and I would say go watch if anything, go watch my YouTube shorts instead of the videos, because, well, the videos, if you want more comprehensive, if you want the YouTube shorts to basically sum up the bigger videos, whatever. But if you all want, oh my gosh, whoever complains about the coaching staff for the New York Liberty is completely valid. Now, I don't know what comments they're making, but fans, us Libs fans, I'd say us real Lib fans that actually have a problem with the coaching staff and are calling it out and are offering some criticism, some constructive criticism, maybe just off the wall BS, validated. We're at that point where I'm welcoming these comments because someone has to say it. You can't have all fans just going, "Nothing's wrong here, let's move on. Stop blaming the coach. The coach isn't the problem." No. You need healthy feedback. You have to have someone who's saying, "No, this is wrong." Just as much as you have to have someone saying, "No, this is what we do here is correct." You have to have some sort of balance. You feel me? That's what I think. That's what I think. I get people not wanting to scapegoat the coach, but in this situation, yes, yes, you can call out the coach. Absolutely, you can call out the coach. Absolutely, you can call out the coaching staff. I've watched this coaching staff watch watch opposing players travel right in front of the bench, and they don't. No one says a word. It's already sad enough that the players on the court aren't calling it, but then the coaching staff were that's part of their job to help the players on the court since the players, their minds are going a mile a minute. You don't even do that. Yeah, we can call out the coaching staff. Absolutely. I'm going to pull up this article that Natasha Cloud basically basically confirmed what we've been saying or what I've been saying on this channel for time. So I did say I'd pull up the Twitter first, so I'll show y'all what the Twitter comments said. Let me show y'all. I try to like strategically on Twitter. So let me read this comment for y'all. They roasting Rachel Banham for having 0 points in 26 minutes. It's crazy. We said all this. Oh yeah, and throughout this live stream, even though we're gonna tackle like the New York Liberty and stuff like that, and these comments in this article, we're going to tackle the fallout, continuously tackle the fallout of Angel Reese's comments. And I believe Courtney Vandersloot is now in the mix, dropping comments back towards Angel Reese, talking about she's still gonna be there. Boy, we about to, you know, I did say we'd keep this live stream professional. I did say we. Someone said, "I wonder if Cloud will get suspended for a half for her comments." That's hilarious. I don't know. Oh yeah, we have to get into the what the Chicago Sky said about the Chicago Sky's decision, the Chicago Sky's internal handling of the Angel Reese situation, suspending her for a half of a game. This league is so nuff. Who is Barham? You mean Banham? This league is so nuff. This league is so nuff. Passes when they're 25 feet from the rim and moving in the wrong direction. I see some posts about Nyara Sabali. All right. Let's go. This is where we're starting off. So this writer, her name's Madeline Kenny, wrote this article called "Brianna Stewart is snapping, and it's just what the Liberty needed." Now I'm going to read that full article for you guys soon, so some of these tweets might not make sense, but essentially, I think the players are questioned, and then Stewie was basically saying that she had to get on the Liberty's ass for underperformance and the lack of their effort and whatnot. And then Tasha Cloud left a couple of comments and statements saying that no one knows what the hell they're doing on the team. I'm going to read that article for you guys. Shouts out to the Reddit user that posted the article because there is a paywall on it. So just some of the Twitter comments. Let's move through these kind of quickly. Sandy's never beating the allegations. And then the writer, I believe the writer responded to some of the comments saying that we're taking Tasha's words out of context, even though the quote is literally Tasha's words. It's wild. Anyway, let me show y'all real quick. Someone said they're feeding this narrative of Coach Sandy is this is what the writer said. "Hey, this quote was taken out of context, and while I appreciate you reading and supporting my work, I don't like that you cherry-picked this quote to potentially fuel a narrative." The response said, "Oh, the narrative doesn't need fuel. We all see the players playing like they don't have rules in defense and offense. After a season of guessing and hoping, they're still clueless. Hold on, people. Hold on, people. Let me reread that again. Oh, the narrative doesn't need fuel. We all see the players playing like they don't have rules in defense and offense. That kind of sounds like someone saying that the Liberty lacks a system on offense and defense. Huh. After a season of guessing and hoping, they're still clueless. Sounds like somebody you probably heard before say that the Liberty are lost, that the Liberty don't know what they're doing. Huh. I wonder who could have said that. Huh. Let go back. Let go back. Let go back. I think there was this certain someone called Hendrix Hoops that had a video with the title "When Your Entire Team is Lost," posted in March, 2 months before, or call it a month before the start of the 2025 WNBA season. I'm follow me here, because I know I'm not tripping. I know I'm not tripping. Did I not? Okay. Okay. Let me keep going. Let me keep going through. That's one Twitter comment responding to the writer. Okay? Let's keep going. Let me read the quote for you guys real quick from from Natasha Cloud in the article. This is what Natasha Cloud said. This is the part that's going viral, basically. Quote, "The reason we're not connected is because we don't know what the F we're doing," end quote, Cloud said. Quote, "We have a defensive scheme and a foundation, but there's a lot of gray areas in between, especially with ball screens and getting hit. Do we have to switch? Do we have to be here? Do we have a nail there? Do we have to rotate now? How do we communicate that if we're not talking?" End quote. All righty. This is someone left a little repost and said, "People will get in this app every day and say we are crazy for saying the Liberty has a massive coaching problem." I'm so happy I'm not the only one. At this point, especially being on New York Liberty Reddit for too long, I'm so happy I'm not the only one. But I feel like everyone's catching up. Like everyone's catching up. Would you all like agree or disagree with that? Is everyone like finally catching up? Because we've been saying this, right? You all have heard me saying this. You all have heard me saying this. I've been saying this for time. So it's nice that, I'm not the only one saying this anymore and people are finally catching on, but we have been yelling this out. I've done videos on this, bro, since oh my gosh, let's keep going, bro. Let's keep going. And I'm pretty sure the writer responded to this comment as well. I'm pretty sure she responded to this comment as well, right? Okay, let me click on this because again, the writer is kind of going crazy. Oh yeah, she did respond to this, and this is what she said to that comment that I just wrote. "The people will get in this app every day and say we are crazy for saying that Liberty has a massive coaching problem." This is what the writer said again. Again, context matters, people. When you have to say like context matters, why are you relaying or stacking the fact that you already said the thing was taken out of context? She says, "Stop taking Cloud's quote out of context to fuel your personal vendetta against the franchise's winningest coach." Bruh. A coach that was handed Stewie, Jonquil Jones, Leone Phoebish, Sab, but not Shalani Hamilton. Okay. I'm not even gonna take that away. Let me not take that away. Well, we can get to that in the future, but let that's not even the focus right now, okay? But that's what the writer said. I'll repeat it. Again, context matters, people. Stop taking Cloud's quote out of context to fuel your personal vendetta against the franchise's winningest coach. Now, The replies, because she low-key got lit up with the replies. So let me show you all the replies. The replies, people said, I don't think it's within your bandwidth as a journalist to decide how people feel about the coaching staff. I felt like that was journalism 101, but you can feel however you want to about it. But even in context, it's still telling. Oh my Lord, it's like they don't understand that a direct quote from a player, whether out of context or not in context, saying that there are gray areas in between, speaking directly on something specifically in the game, is somehow taking it out of context. Where do we get the reason, quote, the reason we're not connected is because we don't know what the F we're doing, end quote. Where does that, how do you take that out of context? Is that not the most direct quote from a player? Hell, I don't even think we get direct quotes like this in the NBA. This is as clear cut that you want to. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you, Cloud9. Because somehow we're taking Tasha's words out of context. The woman just said, nobody knows because we don't know what we're doing. Somehow we're taking that out of context. Right, Ryder? Right. We don't know what the F we're doing. Okay. That sounds like she's talking about her teammates. Yes, talking about her team. Yes, can her team not include the coaching staff? Oh, I'm sorry. Or is the coaching staff separate and Tasha's just only talking about the players right now? We have a defensive scheme and a foundation, but there's a lot of gray areas in between, especially with ball screens and getting hit. Do we have to switch? Do we have to be here? Do we have a nail there? Do we have to rotate now? How do we communicate that if we're not talking? The only part of that you can say is Tasha really communicating with her teammate, with her teammates, is how do we communicate that if we're not talking? And really what that just sounds like is that Tasha was trying not to make it seem like she's really just harping on or going at the coaching or going at the coaching staff. That last question is basically Tasha trying to take the onus off of the coaching staff and kind of redirect it back towards the players. However, it don't take a genius to see, do we have to switch? Do we have to be here? Do we have a nail there? Are not questions that are asked to teammates. She's asking, do we have to do something? Those are questions you ask your coach. No? Who do you think she's speaking to when she says, do we have to be here? Do we have a nail there? Do we have to rotate now? Who do you think she's talking to? Marine Johannes? Let's play stupid. Let's play dumb. Y'all defend Sandy to the point where you make yourselves look stupid. How? Why would you ever do that? You don't have to do that anyway. Just cause you critique doesn't mean you hate, bro. Y'all defend Sandy to the point where their own peers, other journalists will be like, yo, what are you doing? Like, chill. Like, no, it's not this is not your place to be defending. Like, you're supposed to be writing. You'll have your own peers telling you, yo, like, why are you going back at people who have opinions about this? Your job is to write the article. That's wild, but I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Let's keep going. Here are other comments under this page. Sandy is the head coach. Ain't that her job to see what is happening on the court and make adjustments? I feel like that's coaching 101. I feel like that's coaching 101. Is it? Another comment. Is it not the coach's job to help facilitate the communication, or better yet, avoid your players from being lost on defense in September by any means possible? The blame is large enough to spread around, and that's okay. I had to like that comment, man. Are you kidding me? It's okay. It's okay to critique. It's okay to say that, hey, you suck at this. It's okay to say that this is wrong. This is not happening. This is not what the fans are seeing. You're not going to come here and gaslight our observations because you want to defend Sandy. There's enough blame on everyone. Trust is not even the coaching staff. Some support staff is to be blamed as well. Hell, Sab is yet to improve on her dribbling. Who are we going to blame for that? I'll put that on Sab, and I'll put that on player development. Because I'm pretty sure Sab had a trainer like her first couple of years. What was her name? Jackie G? What happened to Jackie G? Where Jackie G been? She was the only one I seen working with Sab on her dribbling. Where's Sab? What has Sab been doing with her dribbling skills since then? It's been relatively the same. I'd make the argument it's gotten worse. There's enough blame to go around, bro. There's enough blame to go around. There's enough blame and enough criticism to go around. And like she said in this comment, that's okay. Let's keep going to the other comments. Someone said, stop making excuses for Sandy. That might be my favorite comment. Holy hell. Let's go to another one. Not having actual plays that they practice repeatedly so all the players know where they're supposed to be and just expecting them to figure it out on the court in the middle of the game is most definitely a coaching issue, in my opinion. I agree with that. Would you all agree with that? Absolutely. One more. Wait. Let me see. This is another great comment because the writers, I love how the new catchphrase in sports is my comments were taken out of context. It was taken out of context. You're taking the writings and taking the sayings and the direct quotes from players out of context. Right. Okay. Even in context, doesn't make me, I think she meant to say, doesn't make me feel great about the current state of leadership with the team, if I'm being honest. It's not the first time all year players express confusion on plays / defense, etc. Let's keep moving on. Bro. Because I haven't even read the article to y'all yet. These comments were just comments under the post from the writers telling the public that we were taking Tasha's words out of context. Those are the comments. Those are basically the responses from some of Twitter. Let me keep going through some likes because people were actually, for the most part, it wasn't even anything disrespectful, but people were just like, who are you telling us that we're taking comments out of context? How do you take the reason we're not connected is because we don't know what the F we're doing out of context? How do you take that out of context? Out of context. We don't know what the F we're doing. And the crazy thing about that is I have a whole video on my channel saying that the entire team is lost. And here Tasha is saying the exact same thing. Thank you, Tasha. Maybe this trade was a good thing. Maybe this trade was just a blessing in disguise for this channel. Because in comes Tasha confirming what I've been saying about the team from time. You heard it from Tasha. You heard it from our starting point guard herself. I could end the live stream right there. This is not even going to be a long live stream, but I could end it right there. Bruh. I can't. Yo, Tasha literally just. Let me keep going. Let me see if there are any other comments I want to read to y'all before we hop into the article. I think the other ones are just about Courtney Vandersloot, and we'll get to that. Spending Angel. Yeah, we'll get to the Angels. Yeah, after that is just the Angel stuff. So let me go ahead and read off this article for you guys. Let me go ahead and read the article. I thought I pulled it up already. I might have. Oh, while we're on that quote from Natasha Cloud, I also pulled up the video where basically what Tasha was alluding to in that interview, or I guess in her quote. I literally said that in one of my videos. It's crazy how all of these things are damn near coming to pass on things that I've said last year, 2 years ago. The same comments that I leave on the New York Liberty page. I'm looking at posts on Reddit of New York Liberty fans basically calling out the same stuff now. I just saw a post on Reddit of someone saying that they, you know, there's concern about to be expressed when you just see a player's name in this sub, and then that's it. It's just Marine Johannes or Natasha Cloud, Yawer Sabli. You always know it's going to be some sort of concern. I saw Marine Johannes. I clicked on the notification. I said, "Oh, ready." I said, "Oh, I see. Someone else is recognizing that Marine Johannes is not that good." Wow, cause who didn't say that? Who didn't say that? It's not. Are we saying that Marine Johannes is not a good player? Absolutely not. We're not saying that. But are we saying that Marine Johannes is not that good? Oh my lord. Who said that? Who said that? New York Liberty admin? Who said that? Who told y'all that? Who told y'all that Marine doesn't like dribbling going to her right? Who told her that? Who told y'all that Marine, she can't really dribble going to her right because her body is turning left even when she's going right? Who told her that Marine can't shoot a straight up 3-point shot without kicking her leg out and it's affecting her game? Who told y'all that Marine doesn't like to come off screen, isn't able to read screen? Now that's a problem Tasha has too. So I'll cut them both some slack. But who told y'all this? I could have sworn there was somebody that told all y'all this. And now you see all these fans picking it up. Now you see all these fans picking it up. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. And I'm not even in a state of I told you so. I'm in a state of, yo, everything you guys are seeing now, the problems that you all are seeing now, throw the injuries out the window because Coach Sandy has never been that X and we've known this and we've said this. Coach Sandy has never been that X and O's type coach. She usually wins because she has a top heavy talented team. She has the talent around her. Don't get me wrong. When this team is healthy, who competes with us talent-wise? There's not a team in the league that competes with us talent-wise. I would give maybe Atlanta the edge talent-wise over the Minnesota Lynx. I'd say the Dream have more talent, probably the second most talent in the league, but right behind us. But fully healthy team, we're the most talented for sure. But talent, again, like we always say, talent can only take you so far. And really, if you want to be frank, Coach Sandy has been failing successfully. Because if it's just the talent taking you over the top, is it really the coaching? Is it really the coaching? I talked about this in game three of the finals last season. I said, if Stewie's not hitting these shots, look at these offensive possessions. Just look at the quality. I have a video on that as well, by the way. Look at the quality of these offensive possessions. If Stewie isn't hitting these shots, it looks good, or it looks somewhat coherent because Stewie's hitting isolation shots. But look at the sets we're running. These are not quality sets. We're getting bailed out. We're damn near Stewie is bailing us out of a shitty set. So if it takes the talent and now you lose that and you're not even decent without it, that just means you have no structure. You have no structure. And how fitting is it that Natasha Cloud comes to the team and basically reinforces what I've been saying about this team? It's not an I told you so. It's a listen, I can show you the problems you have. And this is where I get frustrated because I'm like, I can show you the problems you had, you still have, and I can show you how to fix them. I'm not saying I'm a genius. I'm not saying I'm a know-it-all, but I do know most of y'all problems because a lot of it is a mix. You have a weak coaching system and you also have a lack of player skill. That really doesn't bode well. That together is kind of creates some BS funk. You have a lack of player skill and a lack of coaching system. It's kind of like how I explained it in college, how a lot of the time in college basketball, you'll have these great offensive, throwing defensive systems, coaching systems, but because you have such a weak player skill level, you can't really run these great offensive and defensive coaching systems to the max, to their max potential, because the players don't have the skills. They're not suited enough to push this system all the way to its max potential. That's how I explain college basketball, right? But now you're in the pros. Uh, Now you're in the pros. And for the most part, these college, even though it can be linear because college, you're more so in a structured environment. Here in the pros, if you take the NBA for instance, yeah, it's somewhat structured. I don't even know about the NBA anymore. Like it's somewhat structured, most of it's, but it's like structure, some 75% pick and roll, 25% structure. I don't know. In the W, it's, I'd say the split is like point guard position so weak in the friggin' W anyway, but let's say it's 65% structure, 35% freestyle, if you will, pick and roll. When I say pick and roll, just think freestyle offense, isolation plays, all that stuff. I'd say it's 65-35 in the WNBA. But here you have the liberty where you have weak coaching system, low player skill. That's not going to go together. One of the reasons I believe, if we go down this list, if I were to take the standings, and I might do this in a different live stream before the playoffs, because I feel like the metric system, or no, the system I might use to show you which team is the most cohesive, which team is the most coherent, which team is the most disciplined. I can literally just take their coaching system with their player skill, and we can rank them in terms of who has the most of both, and we'll probably find out who the WNBA champion will be this season. Keep that idea. I'm gonna pin that. I'm a pin that, and we might do that next live stream or the live stream before the playoffs, right? New York Liberty. This is, sorry, back to this point. This is what I believe makes the Minnesota Lynx so good, because the Minnesota Lynx, they have decent level of player skill. You got, I mean, Courtney Williams, do it all point guard. Kayla McBride, sniper, can get to the hoop sometimes. Bridget Carlton, who's been low, had a kind of a neutral year, but has been progressing just as a player and progressing really, really well in her role of just being 3-and-D, versatile utility type player. Alana Smith, who's probably the most underappreciated player in the league, especially on a championship contender. You obviously have Fee, Miss Phenomenal. She's, what else can you say about her? But off the bench, you have an Atisha Heidemann, who they're skilled. They yes, they have skills that they can get better at, but as you can see throughout their year, they have been getting better at upping their skills. They have been upping those skills. Fee gets hurt. Fee misses a couple of games. They don't miss a beat. They have upped their player skill. They've already had a solid coaching system, offense and defense. This has like 2 thumbs up. This is good. But now you have to focus on getting better internally. And that's what the Lynx have done. It helps adding Dejanay Carrington. Don't get me wrong. But the Lynx as a core, as their core unit, as their returning unit, they've all gotten better. So you got 2 thumbs up on this side, 2 thumbs up on this side. They're great. You blend that together, you get the monster team of the Minnesota Lynx that you've gotten this season. You get a first seed. You see what I'm saying? Liberty don't have the same thing. Let me get back to the article real quick, because there are a couple of quotes I want to read off here. I don't even know which quote to start with. let me just start here. Stewie has been really solid for us. Sometimes we are a very calm, cool, collective team, but honestly, I love when she snaps at us because we're at the point of snapping. Natasha Cloud told the Post. The way we've played is not good enough. It's not the standard of Liberty basketball. So when you hear those frustrations in your franchise players, for me, I respond really well to those things. She's talking about, Stewie basically getting on the team's ass. It just takes it just takes all that excessive pressure off our shoulders, end quote, Cloud said. Let me go down. The writer asked, can this team-wide mentality change the Liberty's tune? That's the hope. Quote, allow the rest of the world to think we're a fifth seed, end quote, Cloud said. Quote, and let's just work behind the scenes and work effing hard. End quote. Coach Sandy Brondello ended Thursday's practice by telling the group there's no more excuse by telling the group, quote, there's no more excuses, end quote. I don't like what does that mean? They're what is that? What does that mean? There's no more excuses. This isn't I'm sorry. Yes, part of the Liberty problem is effort, but it's not even so much effort, yo. It's not even so much effort. It's like, can these players try harder? Can they play harder? Yes, but you've seen games where we do play harder and it's almost still not enough because it's not necessarily the effort. You need the skill. You can have all the effort in the world, but holy hell, if you can't dribble, you can't dribble. You could have all the effort in the world, but if you don't know how to read a secondary defender in a pick and roll, that effort's going to go to flinging the ball out of bounds. I don't know. Or that effort's going to go to passing the ball to the next team. I don't get this quote by Coach. What is she saying here? There's no more excuses. Excuses for what? What excuses? Are you telling the players that, or are you telling yourselves that? As the coaching staff, who are you telling that to? What excuses are we talking about? We're supposed to be hammering X and O's and skill development. What excuses? The effort, yeah, you can change the effort level, but that's not the main issue. The effort level, okay, we can maybe get Jonquil Jones to play harder, but that's not going to change the fact that she struggles physically with turning and dropping that back foot fast enough to pick up a guard that's running by her or running with her or about to run by her. I just did a film breakdown on Jonquil Jones. Basically, I don't think it's an effort thing. I don't think it's a laziness thing. I just think it's a physically incapable thing. Just did film breakdown on Jonquil Jones, watching a player run off a pick. She's supposed to be in the catch spot. She's just all it is really just one step sideways so the guard that's coming off the screen can see you, allow your guard to get back in front of the guard. All it is a step. It might not even be a whole step to the point where you have to shift, but it's just a step to open up, let that guard see you, that you're going to trace them to the hoop. She's not even doing that. Is that an effort thing, or is that a skill thing? I think that's a skill thing. That's a physical thing. That's not effort. That's not a mentality thing. It might be. It might be some sort of laziness on that part, but pivoting a half step does not take that much effort, nor does it take that much motivation. All you got to do is pivot. There's no way. I don't know what Coach Sandy's talking about. There's no more excuses. The teams, this is what the writer said, the team's ever-changing lineups because of player availability don't help the situation by any means. But an easy solution to at least some of the team's defensive breakdowns is being better communicators. So this is where Tasha said the reason we're not connected is because we don't know what the F we're doing. We have a defensive scheme and a foundation, but there's a lot of gray areas in between, especially with ball screens and getting hit. Do we have to switch? Do we have to be here? Again, these questions, they're not posed to the players. If she's telling any of us, do we have to switch? Do we have a nail? Do we have to rotate? After telling you that they're lost, essentially that they're lost out there, whose responsibility is that? Whose responsibility is to Who would be answering those questions for who would be answering Tasha's questions? Who would be the one or the ones answering Tasha's questions right here in this quote? Who would be that one? The coaches, the coach or the coaching staff? No? No? The only question really that the team can answer, that her players, that her teammates can answer, is how do we communicate that if we're not talking? Or how do we communicate that if we're not talking? That's the complaint to the players. Asking what she needs to see over these last 3 games to feel good heading into the playoffs, Cloud said, quote, I just want to see us fight and act like we want to effing win. Act like we want to effing win. Quote, act like we want to be this elite effing team that has a standard that no one else can touch, that we want to go back to the finals. That's what I want to see from our team. End quote. When your entire team is lost. Literally the title of one of my videos. When your entire team is lost. Be right back. Guys, I'm gonna play for y'all. I'm gonna play for y'all the if I could find it quickly, because if I find it, I'm gonna play it and then we're gonna hop off the live stream. Let me see if I can find it. Excuse me. Let me see if I can find it. Because there was a question I posed to Coach Sandy a little while back. When I was covering our defensive schemes, again, July 27, 2024, the title of the video is The New York Liberty Defense is Weird. Let me see if I can find it, guys. Let me see. Williams, for no reason. Home, Dorcas screens above the perimeter. Above the perimeter for a shooter. How you shooter. This is Bridget Carlton. Screen. Guard decide. I'm on the block. Is in perfect guarding positions and the tequila like Alana Smith all again. Up. Sophie runs to the basket basically. Let me turn this up for y'all. Luckily the pass doesn't go there, but Benaja still isn't in weak side help. Right? Now we have a swing to the top. For some reason, JJ jumps out at the ball again. Why? Look at this. Alana Smith she just left. Like, first of all, that's kind of selfish. Like, why? I got ball. Kayla's in perfect guarding positions, and Delasini is 3-4 feet away from the 3-point line. There's no reason to switch here. So now JJ has basically just forced the defense into scramble mode again. So now, F it. We're in scramble mode. How can we repair the defense? That was an instance of Jonquel Jones and I believe in this clip, Brianna Stewart jumping out to double team or jumping out on hard hedges when the offense never called you to do that, nor the defense at that point. They were jumping out on hard hedges and then basically sending the defense, giving the offense an easy 5v3 advantage just because they were jumping out. No one knew when to switch. No one knew how to hedge properly. We were bringing double teams for absolutely no reason, and we were essentially just letting the Lynx lane run to the not even lane run, just dive immediately straight to the center of the basket and get a layup. Again, this video is called The New York Liberty Defense is Weird. I posted it. It's on my WNBA Films breakdown playlist. Please go check it out. That wasn't the main clip that I wanted to share with you guys, but I'm trying to find it now. I probably should have done this before the Carlton, and again, now she's hot. Before the video started. some reason are again, Sandy, are we switching or not? Ah, there it goes. Kennedy. There it goes. I hope y'all heard that. Let me turn it up for y'all in the chat. Let me turn it up, chat. Y'all heard that, chat? And now she's hot. What question did I just ask, chat? Some reason are again, Sandy, are we switching or not? Is you gangsta, is you G, or is you not? What did I just ask, chat? Sandy Burke is now. What are again, Sandy, are we switching or not? Are we switching or what? Is you gangsta? Is you G? Do you pop? Coach Sandy B, is we switching or we not? I think I'll sign off on the live stream right there. We signing off on the live stream right there. Coach Sandy is we go. Hold on, I want to replay this one more time. All right, this is a little I told you so. This is a little I told you so. It's not even actually. I'll take that back. This isn't even I told you so. Chair, can you relax? This isn't even an I told you so moment. This is a I asked this years ago moment. I asked this, well, not years. I asked this a year ago moment. I'll play it again. What did Kennedy Burke is now on, are again, Sandy, are we switching or not? Kennedy Burke, some reason are again, Sandy, are we switching or not? Y'all have a good night, man. Stream over. Y'all have a good night, man. I appreciate y'all checking out the stream Saturday night. Hopefully y'all feeling all right. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay good. I know everyone's probably watching Minnesota versus the Valks. I don't think Soda should be playing their starters too much, right? I hope they're not playing their starters too much. It's amazing. I'm starting to get like more people in the live stream right now as I want to sign off, but let me just now I'm kind of having fun. Let's play it again. Kennedy, some reason are again, Sandy, are we switching or not? Oh, you know what? It kind of sounds like the question Tasha was asking. Wait, it kind of sounds like the question Natasha was asking. Huh? Wait, didn't Natasha ask? Didn't Natasha say we don't know what the F we're doing? And then she said, do we have to switch? Do we have to be here? Do we have a nail there? Do we have to rotate now? You might as well throw in there, is you gangsta, is you G, or is you not? How do we guard this pick and roll? Do we pop? Do you not? Do we switch? Do we pop lock? Huh. So Tasha damn near asking the same questions I was asking a year ago. Back in July. This was before we even went into the playoffs. This is before we even saw the Lynx in the finals. Are we switching? Or are we not? What did I say? Are we switching or are we not? This is me asking Sandy, Coach Sandy. Some reason are again, Sandy, are we switching or not? I asked Coach Sandy this a year ago, bro. Don't call me they called me a madman. New York Liberty Reddit. They tried to jump me. They tried to jump me, chat. New York Liberty Reddit tried to jump me, and look at this. Listen to that. Listen to that, bro. I have multiple video, like I literally could start a different live stream right now and play different quotes and clips from you guys from the breakdowns I've done. I wish I could set up a split screen and post Natasha's quote and then the clips that I have from my Liberty breakdowns and basically show them how Natasha's asking the same things I've been asking since last year. Oh, you know what? While we're here, I don't even know why, but usually my streams always end up going like an hour and some change now. Hopefully, if you guys don't want to watch it now, again, when it gets posted, watch it in 2 times, speed that thing up 30 minute, 1 hour live stream, like 30 minutes. Let me go to the let me go to hold on, give me a sec. Oh, this is the video I titled "When Your Entire Team is Lost." Okay, I want to play a clip for you guys right here. I want to play a clip for y'all. I know you guys can't see it, but again, this is all on my YouTube channel. Feel free to check it out. This is what I've been saying from time. This was posted 5 months ago, guys. This was posted before the season kicked off. Not 5 months ago, about 6 months ago. This was posted before the season kicked off, March 23rd. I wanted to post this video, by the way, because again, a lot of Liberty fans were on me. And even at the beginning of the season, I was saying, yo, this season has to be the proving point for Coach Sandy. This is going to be it for her. I'm not saying this is going to be her last year. I'm saying this is going to be her proving season. This is the season she's going to get a chance to show that, yo, last year wasn't a fluke. I was really looking forward to this season. I really was. I thought, I don't know. This season was exciting for me as a Liberty fan because I didn't really know what we were going to get. You see what I'm saying? Which is why I didn't overreact during that 9-game winning streak. When did I really react for y'all? When did I really react? Was when I saw how we played the Aces and I saw how we played the Fever. Right? And even the Fever, we didn't even I have another breakdown from that Fever game. Remember the same game where T Cloud got that defensive stop on Caitlyn at the beginning of the season? I think Cece and Sabrina traded like 30 bombs. Remember that? Remember that game? I got a breakdown for that game that I haven't posted yet. It was we didn't even play that well. However, from what I saw, the offense was flow. Maybe. See, now it's hard. Now it's hard. Dude. I'm gonna have to sit down. With this and really like think to myself or ask myself, was that the talent or was that the off? Wow, actually, guys, you know what? Was it the offense or was it the talent? Were we failing successfully? Because now that I think about it, now that game film breakdown I have of the Liberty against the Fever, that same game where Niara had a nice little no. That was after. That was the game we lost. No. But now I'm thinking about it at the beginning of the season. Was that just the talent? Because think about this. We were smacking teams so well that we were bringing Kennedy Burke and Niara. Izzy wasn't even getting minutes. We were now, granted, the schedule was we did have a relatively easy schedule, but we were clapping we were clapping the shit out the W, bro. To the point where we weren't even using Izzy Harrison. And look how much we've been going to Izzy Harrison down the stretch this season. Everybody injured, and look, we've been calling Izzy number like hell. We weren't even using. Izzy was picking up DMPs in 1 and 2 minutes played. Izzy Harrison. We're bringing Niara Sabli and Kennedy Burke off the bench. Who else were we bringing off the? Who else were we bringing off the bench? No, that was kind of like the main rotation. Who was it? I'm tripping. Who was the other one? Was it Marine? Now I'm forgetting. But we're bringing Kennedy Burke. Kennedy Burke was shooting 60% from 3 at one point in the season. Early on in the season. Bringing off Kennedy we're playing so well. The talent, wow. Maybe I just got duped, yo. Maybe I was tripping. Maybe there wasn't an offensive system. Because I kept saying, and I've been saying on the stream, I was like, can we get back to the offense at the beginning of the season? But was that an offensive system? I don't know if it was an offensive system or just us out talenting all the teams around us. But then I have to hesitate because at the beginning of the season, especially against the Aces, do you remember how the Liberty offense was moving? Do you remember how the Liberty offense was flowing? Tasha Cloud attacking the hoop? What the? Now she's just jacking through. Did the analytic? Did we lose Tasha to the analytics? What the? I see Tasha. Tasha that first game, she wasn't even really trying to shoot the three. She wasn't even trying to shoot the three. She just shot it because she opened. She shot it low in the shot clock. You know what I'm saying? I saw Tasha take the ball 80 feet and pick up an and one on Chelsea Gray. Where was that? Where's that T Cloud? But at the beginning of the season, I did see the Liberty offense flowing. I saw backdoor cuts. I saw Stewie make a backdoor cut. So we did have somewhat of a system, did we not? I know I'm not tripping. I know what I saw. But maybe, you know what? Maybe was it, how do you have a honeymoon phase of success and then you don't go back to that? That's was yeah, we had injuries and whatnot. We lost JJ, which was like our first pillar down, right? We lost JJ. But then what happened to that system? It's almost like the system went out the window too. And Niara, for the most part, at the beginning of the season, she was playing well. But what happened to that offensive? Like that offensive system shouldn't leave just because a player gets hurt. You feel me? So I think we did have a stint this season where we did have a system that worked. Maybe the analytics team got to T Cloud. I wonder if these analytics teams be at war with, like, who has more power at this point? The analytic, because this ain't really the NBA. I don't know how much. I don't know how like I don't know how much sway analytics has in the W. I know it has a lot in the NBA. Multiple players have already, corroborated that, but I don't know how much sway it has in the W. But who do you think has more sway on these teams? Like the analytics or the actual team? Because why did Tasha just start jacking mad threes? We don't need that from Tasha. That's not what the Liberty needed. I welcomed the Tasha trade because I was like, you know what? We need someone that's going to generate free throws. We need someone that's going to get downhill. Look at what she was doing in that very first game. How many times was she getting downhill? Maybe the age caught up to her. Maybe it's not even analytics. Maybe it's the age. I don't know. She is 33. I don't know. Fuck this team, bro. Not F this team, but like this I meant to say this effing team. I shouldn't even be cussing anyway, but like I have the clip here to show you guys, but I'm like, what's the point? The video is called When Your Entire Team Is Lost. And it's just the elementary stuff that we do on the Liberty that gets us messed up. I don't even know what to show y'all here. Oh yeah. There are clips in this video where I show y'all where Kayla McBride is guarding Niara Sabally, and actually the very first offensive possession I showed you guys. The very first offensive possession I showed y'all, Niara Sabally is being guarded. Let me see this. Hold on. Let me play this for y'all. And then we might get out of here. Actually, that's bad spacing. Good job, Stewie. Stewie tries to rip through. Fiza Collier gets tied up. Fiza Collier is... Sorry, Niara Sabally is on the court being guarded by a guard, and Stewie pulls for a jack up three. I don't even know if I'm going to go through this, guys. I just like, this is just going to frustrate me. But just know that it's there. I think we played the most important clip that I was supposed to play. So, I know you probably... Okay. You could rewatch, obviously, you go back on stream. But Tasha basically, she had an interview where she basically supported what I've been saying about the Liberty for a time. Tasha, I'm gonna read the quote for y'all one more time because I'm not gonna get tired of reading this quote, because this quote damn near I might make my YouTube banner. I might make this quote my YouTube banner. This is what Tasha said in a recent interview with the NY Post. Quote, the reason we're not connected is because we don't know what the F we're doing. Quote, Cloud, end quote, Cloud said. Quote, we have a defensive scheme and a foundation, but there's a lot of gray areas in between, especially with ball screens and getting hit. Do we have to switch? Do we have to be here? Do we have a nail there? Do we have to rotate now? How do we communicate that if we're not talking? End quote. That's essentially what Tasha said. And like I've been showing on my videos and my scouting videos, these are the questions I've been asking. That's gonna do it for this live stream, guys. I'm out of here. Please go check out. I don't ask for like clicks just to get clicks. I really want y'all to check out these videos so you can see and hear for yourselves. And really look at the clips. There's a reason I scout the way I scout. Look at the clips that I've showed you all. Look at the clips that I've showed. Look at the clips that we're breaking down the film, because there are a lot of plays that I also don't cover because I am on YouTube. You know, I don't want to give my entire eye on YouTube. Next thing you know, people take your genius and act like they're the genius. So there are certain plays that I don't put on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? There's certain things I don't show. There's certain moments in games where I'm not going to put that on YouTube and be like, hey, look at this, because no. That's my eye. I got it. You have to make sure you're not just putting all your talent out there, right? Just enough. But I want you guys to look at the clips that I'm showing you guys. And also in those clips, try to read in between the lines. Try to read the overarching message I'm trying to send. Because it's there. It's even though it's there. It's there. Even though I split the clips up where we're looking at different plays, defense and offense, try to look at the overarching message, because it's connected. It is connected. What am I saying about a certain team? What am I saying about what this player has or what this player lacks? What am I saying about what this player possesses? Like, it's there. Please go watch the scout videos just so you know that I'm not live streaming BS and talking crazy, talking nothing. Please go watch the film breakdowns. That's gonna do it for this live stream. I appreciate y'all. I want to thank you all for joining. I know I said I was gonna end this earlier, but I found the quote, I found the audio, so we out of here, bruh. Y'all heard it here first. Like we always say, take care of yourselves, stay blessed, stay safe, enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Be good. I'll holla at y'all when I holla at y'all. Peace.